There's a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as fart jokes. It is in the middle ground between comedy and tragedy, between laughing and silence, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of podcasts, and it's an area which we call Classic Countdown Conversations.
Ha
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, Philip.
What's up?
I don't know. You said you got something for me.
I got something.
What
Guess
is
what?
it? What?
I've changed my mind about this podcast.
About this podcast?
This specific podcast.
Oh, no.
This episode.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
Today's episode, it's going to be the best podcast episode we've ever done before in our entire career.
Why do you say this?
Well, I just decided it today.
Okay.
So we're going to start it off right.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell us what this podcast is all about.
Oh, okay. This is Classic Countdown Conversations, where we talk about the best and worst that media has to offer.
That's freaking right.
When we feel like it.
When we feel like it.
Today we feel like it.
We do feel like it. And what's today's episode about, you may ask, and I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Today's episode, it's about the Twilight Zone.
Okay.
I hope you got it from the intro.
It sounded like you were going to switch up the episode on me. And I wasn't sure what was going on.
Nah, I just told you. It's going to be the best episode we've ever done.
Okay, you kind of took over. I was going to lead back in after our song.
Yeah.
With a little rendition of It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, but it's beginning to look a lot like autumn.
Oh.
Because Dayton's finally looking like it and feeling like it.
Yes.
And it wasn't going to be on tune. It wasn't going to rhyme. And it was going to be great.
Well, I'm glad I told us.
I'm glad you veered the ship away from that.
Yeah,
because it was going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, none of that. We only do the most bestest podcasting that exists.
You've ever heard. I feel like I was going to just be a little bit reclining today.
Yeah, no, get
but
into
I feel like
this.
Okay, all right. So I need to sit up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hold on, let me fix my mic. All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, Philip. Why is today going to be the best episode?
I don't know. I just thought
you just got the energy rolling.
Next week, no,
not as good.
Not as good.
Hey, well, it's because our list is boring.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be bad.
No, today we're talking about one of the most popular, iconic, and best TV shows of all time.
Whoa.
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we bring our best for the Twilight Zone.
Because it's spooky October season.
That's right.
And this is a spooky show.
Ooh, we're still dead.
Yeah, from last week. Should we just get this thing rolling?
I think so. We've got enough to talk about.
We do have enough. Do you want me to read all the honorable mentions?
Do I want you?
Yeah.
I do.
Do you have any of them written down?
I didn't. I have the picture of ours. But
that thing's chaotic, and you can't really read nothing on it.
No, I can't read anything on it.
Okay, so here's the thing about Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
There is so many.
Philip and I had a difficult time coming up with this list. By the way, this episode's going to be top 15 or top 16, as depending on the way that you look at it. But to be honest, Philip,
it's top 100.
We have 24 honorable mentions here.
Really?
And I'm just going to book it through them.
Okay.
So I'm sorry if we read your favorite episode here during the honorable mention segment. Doesn't mean it's bad. These 24 stood out enough to be honorable mentions.
Does the 24 include the one that's like needs to be extra honorable?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Okay. I was really hoping for 25. That would have been nice.
But technically, one of our, because it's 15 or 16.
Yeah.
So technically, we're already going to mention that many.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Good. So
now
the last honorable mention is
is one of our top picks
Yes.
for 15 because we have two different picks for number 15.
I see.
However, I could have miscounted. So there's
believe
that.
you.
If someone listens back and says, "Oh no, there's actually 26 or whatever," sorry, I was homeschooled and I don't have math too well in my brain.
Don't give us a bad name.
But keep talking for a second because I do need to highlight the one that needs to be the honorable mention.
Well, so Twilight Zone, I believe, has a good history with me and Daniel's families. Daniel probably grew up watching it, I think.
Yep.
And my family, we grew up watching it. It was a good time. And a big part of the reason that my family loves it is because there's a little thing called the Tower of Terror in Walt Disney World and Disneyland and Tokyo Disney.
So hold
and a
on
few
real
other
quick.
places.
So Tower of Terror that's not an episode.
No.
It's a thing that Disney has just done.
So Disney decided to do a ride based off the property of Twilight Zone.
Okay.
So that it feels like a Twilight Zone episode.
Okay.
But it's not an actual episode at all.
It is a little spooky.
It's real spooky if you think about it.
Isn't there a little girl?
There's a little girl that disappears.
Yeah, I remember that. We went the summer after my senior year, didn't we, Philip?
We did. It was a lot of fun.
That was the last time I've been. You've been, what, 3,000 times since?
No, I don't know. A few more times.
A few more times since then. I only get to go once every 18 years.
Well, I'll bring it back.
Okay.
Well, this podcast is going to get so popular
That
we're
we're
going to do
gonna
a
just-
live show in Orlando,
Hey, let's do it.
and we'll go to Disney World.
Hey, by the way, Philip, I'm going to run this by you right now.
Oh.
And we'll see if our audience thinks it might be a good idea.
Okay.
I don't know. What if we started, like later on down the road in a little bit,
Okay.
what if we started up another podcast called Road Trippin' with Philip and Daniel?
Oh,
And it was whenever we take road trips together, we just record our conversation in the cars.
that's a good idea.
You think people would like that?
They might hate it, but I don't know.
Because here's the thing: if we go to Canada together,
That's 14 hours.
That's
of
14 hours
Yeah.
right there of pure gold one
Yeah.
way.
one way.
The other way, 28, almost
Yeah.
30 hours. That's almost like
Our entire season.
that's almost an entire season right there.
Yeah.
So, I think it'd be pretty good.
Okay.
And I'm sorry that you're gonna have to edit my voice because it's just fluctuating all over the place today. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell it is. I'm peaking sometimes and I'm not others. I'm quiet. I'm loud.
Yeah. Just don't look down at your phone. Look up at your phone. There you go.
There we
Yeah.
go?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better.
All right. Do you want me to go ahead and read all of our honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Okay. And here we go.
Oh,
An occurrence at Owl Creek. The Howling Man. Flight 22. A stop at Willoughby. Nothing in the Dark. Nick of Time. The Last Flight. One for the Angels. The Grave. The 30 Fathom Grave, I think is what it's called. But I didn't write down the whole title.
oh.
Third from the Sun. Miniature. And When the Sky Was Opened. Perchance to Dream. The After Hours. On Thursday we leave for home. The Invaders. Mirror Image, The Hitchhiker, Shadow Play, Walking Distance, Kick the Can, A Stopover in a Quiet Town, From Agnes with Love, and finally, our honorable mention is Where Is Everybody? Philip, why is that our honorable mention?
Because that's the very, very first episode.
You know what? Keep talking. I need to look up something else. Okay?
Yeah, so that one's like a guy he's like in a desert is what it looks like. He's looking for water and he goes into a little shack of sorts.
Yeah.
And he goes in, he's like, "Hey, I want some water."
Okay.
And then nobody answers, like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you."
Yeah.
And nobody comes. He's like, "What's the deal? Where is everybody?"
Where'd they go?
Yeah, and that's the Twilight Zone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spring something on you really quick.
Okay.
It's another honorable mention.
Oh no.
It's called the Bewitching Pool,
What?
and it's the last episode ever.
Oh.
So I thought that those could be our two honorable mentions.
That's good.
The
Okay.
first and last episodes.
Okay.
All right. So sorry to make it confusing on how many honorable mentions we had. There's either 24, 25, 26. I don't know anymore.
It's all about perspective.
It's all about perspective, and the only perspective that really matters is mine and Philip's. So
Okay.
take that.
Wow.
Okay.
Best episode yet.
Best episode yet.
Ever.
We have had a lot of our hallmarks. Getting off topic, slamming our audience, laughing at each other nonstop.
Yeah. Good goof at the beginning.
Good goof. Good goof.
Yeah. Lots of good goofs.
Oh my goodness, just such good goof. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to our ranked list.
Okay. Number 15, 16, 16,
Well,
15.
here,
Let's duke it out.
Philip's 15 and my 15. Philip, what's your 15?
My 15 is Uncle Simon.
Now explain. Explain yourself.
I love Uncle Simon. This one would actually be higher on the list if Daniel would let me.
Yeah. I told him no. He wanted to be at number 10. And I said no. No way does this get ranked in top 10 ever.
I think really what needs to be explained is how great the episode is. And then my decision will make more sense based off of how good just the episode description is. All right?
Okay.
All right. So Uncle Simon,
Yeah.
mean old Uncle Simon,
Okay.
is very rich. And so he has a niece who is taking care of him.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Pretty good introduction so far. All right. And the niece is like just ready for him to die.
Yeah.
And so she's like just waiting around so she can get his moonie.
Yeah. She's
All that money.
Yeah. She's a little selfish.
Yeah, a little bit. And so he dies like near the beginning of the episode. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah. It's what, like 1/3 of the way in, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Because you think like, oh, it must just be something else.
Doesn't he fall down the steps?
He falls down the steps. I
Did
think
she
she
push
pushes
him?
him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And so, and he now, okay, so now you're like, where's the episode going to go?
Yeah, is she just going to inherit the money?
Yeah.
Is this episode going to get cut short?
Yeah. We've been bamboozled.
Yeah.
No.
No, Rod Sterling, no.
And instead, you get a robot of Uncle Simon who bosses his niece around.
Did he like teleport his brain into the machine?
I forget what it is exactly, but he programmed it in such a way that it would be just as mean as he is.
Yeah, if not more so.
Yeah. And she just
has to take
She
it.
just has to take it. She tries to make. Oh, I think the robot in the end pushes her down the stairs.
Does it?
I think that's how it ends. I'm not positive, but I like the episode.
Yeah.
I like the idea that like you can't always get what you want, and you need to not push your uncle down the stairs and kill him. That's murder.
Well, it's real boring.
No,
It is.
It's not.
It is though.
You were so intrigued as I was telling you
No,
all
it's because
about
I
this
was
story.
I was trying to remember it. Because we watched it at your house, I believe.
Oh, really?
At your,
That was the
yours
very
and
first time
Lindsay's
you'd
house.
seen it?
I believe so.
Oh.
It's just not up to par. Not up to par with being ranked at number 15. Philip, come on, come on. There's episodes that we didn't even mention in our honorable mentions that I think are better than this episode. There's a bunch of episodes. There's quite a few episodes in Twilight Zone where like technology like turns on human beings. There's one I remember where like there's like a razor coming down his steps after him.
Oh.
There's one where this guy hits a boy with his car and it's a hit and run, and then his car starts haunting him until he turns himself into the authorities.
I'll say this.
I say those are better, and we didn't even mention those ones.
It's not scary.
Nah.
It's not scary.
A few of the ones that we ranked aren't scary.
Yeah. But it's a good like I don't know, it's a good twist. Good twist on a story. I've never seen a story like that.
That's
necessarily.
but that's how every Twilight Zone episode is. There's always a twist.
Yeah, but
There's always a twist of irony.
but not at the near the beginning of the episode twist.
All right.
Yeah, you know I'm right.
You're not.
What's your number 15?
My number 15 is a game of pool.
Okay. Now this one I hadn't seen, so it makes sense
Okay.
that we share the spots.
Yeah, this is all right. So this one is about first and foremost, the reason why I picked this episode is main character's name is Jesse Cardiff.
Is it really?
Yeah. So we got Jesse Cardiff, and he's real good at pool, Philip.
Oh?
like pool tables and pool balls. Not like swimming, but like a pool table pool. The game, the sport.
I see.
So he's real good at it.
You know what I'm good at?
Podcasting?
Couch.
You're good at couch?
I'm good at couch.
I'm pretty good at couch as well. I'm better at chair.
Okay.
But I am good at couch.
I'm really good at bed.
Beds, we're both pros at bed.
Yeah, bed is really nice.
But for real though, let's bed. Here's the thing: is bed, you get pillow and blanket.
That's true.
Along with it to help you out.
Okay.
With couch, I guess you get cushion. With couch,
you get cushion. And sometimes pillow.
Sometimes pillow and blanket. But chair, no help there.
No help.
You just get chair.
Yeah. Chair's like a long distance run.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what that bit was. I don't know where it came from or how it kept going.
It was like pool.
Pool. Yeah, I'm good at pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you get it?
I'm good at speak.
Okay, I see.
Just kidding. I'm not actually. So this episode, Jesse Cardiff, he's good at pool, and he's like, man, oh man, do I wish I could be the best at pool, but the best ever, he died. He's dead.
Okay.
So he's like, if only I could play and beat the best ever.
Okay.
Well then, I believe it's Jonathan Winters.
I don't know who that is.
Remember Mad World?
Yeah.
The guy that destroys the gas station?
I've never actually seen Mad World.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're married to Lindsay and you haven't seen Mad
I think we've
World.
talked about this before.
On the podcast?
Maybe.
Philip,
And then
come
you
on.
said, we're going to watch it tonight. And then we didn't.
We didn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 4-hour-long movie.
Ugh.
But it's funny. Anyways, he comes down and he's like, well, hey. I'm the ghost of the best ever. And then Jesse Carter's like, I want to play you and beat you. And the guy's like, you probably don't want to do that, kid. And he's like, no, I do. Do you just want me to spoil the episode for you? Okay.
That's what we're here for.
Spoilers for the rest of this episode here on out. If you care about the Twilight Zone and don't want these episodes spoiled, then don't listen. Well, do listen. Just kind of forget that you heard it. He beats the guy.
Okay.
He beats the best ever.
Okay.
But then that means that he's destined to play pool for the rest of
Forever.
eternity. And anytime someone's like, I wish I could beat the best, he's got to go down and play him.
Oh.
So it's a little bit of a curse at the end.
I see.
So that's a game of pool.
Okay.
It's not scary, but it's a good little romp.
Okay. Number 14, huh?
Yep, number 14.
Long distance call.
What's this episode about, Philip?
This episode's about this is the boy who has a toy telephone thing. Well, okay, let me start over.
Okay.
A boy is with his family and his grandma is about to die. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she's dead yet.
I forget how the episode starts out.
But I think
she's either about to die or she is dead already.
I think she's about to die, and then they have a little funeral, and then they're sad. And then he's got this toy from his grandma that rings, and he's able to talk to his grandma.
His dead grandmother.
His dead grandma.
And she keeps like trying to sway him over to being dead, right?
Yeah,
She's
I think
like,
so.
Come visit me.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Come visit me, my little grandchild.
I don't know how it ends.
They say they're like, no.
Save him?
They save him, I believe.
I'm sure they save him.
Yeah, I don't think he dies. I don't think the show would do that.
Yeah, but it's freaky.
There's that episode that we didn't mention in the honorable mentions where the girl like falls into her wall. Do you remember this episode?
No.
It's bad.
Oh.
Reason I didn't mention the honorable mentions, but it kind of being little kids and being, I don't know, being hold on.
Oh.
Seduced.
Oh.
Not seduced. That gets weird.
I don't feel good about that word.
Tricked.
Okay. Bamboozled.
They're bamboozled. There we go.
Scooby-Dooed.
They're Scooby-Dooed into doing something that they don't want to do.
Okay.
That's why I brought up that episode.
Okay.
This episode, though, much better than that episode.
Okay.
But yeah, little boy, toy telephone, dead grandmother.
Yeah. Freaky.
Good ingredients for a good episode of The Twilight Zone.
The boy plays it well. He's freaky.
Yeah. I think he shows up a little bit later on in our list.
I believe he does.
I think it's the same actor.
Yeah.
Or not.
Who's to know?
Wait, who's to know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Right now?
Okay.
All right.
So that's long distance call.
That's long distance call.
Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Nah.
Okay.
That one's just, it's good. It's a classic.
Better than 15-16.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say so. I don't know. A game of pool might be better. It's definitely better than Uncle Simon, but I don't know about the game of pool. But
all right.
Okay.
Number 13, please. Ooh, scary number.
Oh, yeah.
We should have done this one as number 1, I guess.
Well, that doesn't make sense. If it had 13 in the title,
we
maybe.
should have skipped 13 and made 13. We
should have just went right from 14 to 12.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be real creepy.
Yeah.
It would have been creepy if we didn't bring it up either.
Yeah, man. Why? What were we thinking?
It's okay. It's okay. Next year, everyone will forget about this episode.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's okay. Number 13 is The Obsolete Man.
Okay.
You have not seen this episode?
I haven't actually seen this episode. I read up on it.
Okay.
And I watched a few scenes.
Okay.
Because I was really curious about it. And I like it.
Yeah. So basically, it takes place in I don't want to say a dystopian future, but kind of borderline.
Yeah.
Borderline dystopian future. And I don't know if it's the government or the military or the
I'm
police.
pretty sure it's the government.
The government. They basically execute peoples whose professions don't matter anymore.
Yeah, they're obsolete.
They're an obsolete profession. And it's gotten to the point in the digital age where books are not relevant anymore.
Yeah.
And this man's a librarian.
I think you're right.
So it's basically like, I think they give him like 24 hours or something to do like whatever he wants before they execute him.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And sweet little ending to the episode. He spends his last few minutes reading his Bible.
Is that true?
It is true.
Oh. Well, and then Rod Sterling does kind of a biblical thing at the end. I don't remember what it is exactly. Okay. I read it, though. They cut out some of it because it was just too spiritual.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. There's like a few episodes that kind of deal with some spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
So biblical things.
I think Rod Sterling...
Maybe a passive...
Yeah, passive Christian.
Passive knowledge. Okay.
Something like that.
I mean,
that's not a real Christian.
I mean, he was a real weirdo.
He's very weird.
He grew up right here in Ohio.
Did he?
In Yellow Springs.
That's why.
That's why he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
That's he probably Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, him and Dave Chappelle
were
hang
just
out.
best buddies. They don't mind the 40-year age difference or however much.
Little baby Chappelle.
That's why a few episodes take place in Ohio, actually.
That's true. One of the honorable mentions we had took place in Ohio.
Nick of Time?
I don't remember. I can look it up right now.
Yeah, look on the whiteboard on your phone.
The whiteboard, it was The Nick of Time.
Yeah, I also think Stopover in a Quiet Town. I think I read that thing.
That's in Ohio as well?
Well, not really, because it's all takes place, spoilers, it all takes place on a little girl's like Barbie set. That people don't know, but they mentioned Centerville in it. So I'm assuming that was a reference to Rod Sterling growing up near Centerville.
There's a lot of Centervilles in the world.
Yeah, but it's fairly close to his hometown.
That's true.
So, anyways.
Anyway.
So yeah, The Obsolete Man. Again, not super scary, super spooky, but...
it's all one scene, right? Or one location?
I think so. Yeah, it's in like a...
in a big courtroom of sorts. And the guy's like crazy high up, the judge.
Yes. Yeah. It's like 30 feet up there.
Yeah, it's really...
Cool little set.
It's a cool set.
But yeah, I just like it because he reads his Bible in the end.
No, I like that.
And you know what? I guess we'll see him in heaven.
I guess so.
See that fictional character in heaven.
That's right. That guy probably worships Satan.
Oh. All right. I feel like diehard Twilight Zone fans will probably be mad about this one being so. I mean, it's high for sure. It's 12 of all time,
That's right.
but it's not. It's not in the top 10.
Well, it's the masks.
Masks.
Masks. It's really hard to say.
The masks? Not really.
The masks. It's a lot of S sounds.
The masks. It's 2 S sounds.
Too many.
Have you seen this episode?
I think I have seen it. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time since I have too. However, when I was looking up lists and stuff of Twilight, I always do my research.
Yeah.
To see what the world thinks of the lists that we're doing, the
Yeah.
Twilight Zone episodes. And this is usually pretty high.
Yeah, it is.
So I did want to include it. If I'm remembering Reclec,
What?
that's a deep cut reference for any of you who may get that. Seth Kusan, you'll get it. It's a guy that in his will he leaves a bunch of masks behind, right?
Yes.
And he makes
Yes.
his.
Well,
They're all after his money.
They're all after his money, and
Yeah.
he makes masks that reflect their personality.
Right. It's not. They're like. I guess they're attractive people on the outside.
But on the inside,
On the inside, they're monsters.
monsters.
So he makes masks that look horribly ugly for them to wear.
Why do they have to wear them?
I think it was just in his will. He was like, if you want my money, you'll wear these masks.
Oh.
If my memory serves me right. If you're a diehard Twilight Zone fan, we're getting this wrong, let us know. But then they're like, I think they have to wear them for like 24 hours or something.
Okay.
And then at the end, they're like, well, time to take off the masks and get that money. And then when they take it off, their
They have the
faces
face.
have
Yeah.
formed to the mask.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that is how it ends.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely how it ends. I just don't remember like every detail leading up to it. But
You know what I want to know?
what?
What silly thing are you going to make people do to get your podcast money after you die?
Oh, probably get my face tattooed, or maybe our names tattooed. If it's a man,
Okay.
underneath their nips.
Ew. Like one for each nip?
Yeah,
One name?
like Daniel on the right nip and
Yeah.
Philip on the left.
Okay.
If it's a girl, they just have to tell all their friends how handsome I am.
Oh,
They have to say Daniel's my all-time celebrity crush.
but you're dead.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
It's like if someone likes Julie Garland or something like
Okay.
that. I don't, but if someone does, they just have to always say man, or like people, women would probably still be like, my celebrity crush is John Lennon.
ugh.
You know what I mean?
Those women are crazy.
Even though he dead. I mean, my celebrity crush is David Bowie, and he's dead. So,
I see. That makes sense.
So I just got to be their forever celebrity crush.
Okay.
But men, they got to get our names tattooed on their bodies.
Okay.
What about you? Do you like that? Do you like what I said?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be in our will.
Well,
Except for the girl part.
no.
Oh.
No. That can stay.
Okay.
And then, whatever name is on the right nip.
That's mine.
So that then right on top of that, you write my name.
Okay.
Once I die, and then
Okay.
same on the other side.
Oh, I see.
So like it's just a mess of letters.
It's just a bunch. It's
Yeah.
like an ongoing
It
thing.
looks ridiculous.
And then maybe on your side, there can be a mustache.
Yeah.
And on my side, I don't know. Is there anything visually about me that stands out? Probably not.
Nah. Just
I got a big nose. I don't know if you've ever noticed this about me.
I don't think you have a big
but I have
nose.
a fat nose when it gets to the bottom.
All right. It's not big enough for me to.
Yeah, I mean it's really not. Maybe my height.
Yeah, probably your height.
Maybe just like 6'3", right next to my name, and then next to Philip, it's a mustache.
Okay. All right. Problem
Cool.
solved.
Cool.
We got it down.
Let's make it happen.
Best episode yet.
Best episode yet. Philip, Is
What?
it my? I say this one.
Yeah, it is.
Number 11.
Yeah.
This is another one I feel like people might get a little upset about because I think a lot of people like this episode. But that's 5 characters in search for an exit.
Yes. Now this episode I like, and I've seen it more recently.
Okay. Remind me what the 5 characters are if you can. I know there's a clown.
There's a clown
and a ballerina.
There's a cowboy.
Is there?
There's a cowboy.
I couldn't remember if I was just pulling that out of my butt earlier.
You didn't pull it out of your butt.
Okay.
I believe an army man.
Oh, you're right. Okay. And another lady, right?
Yeah, another lady of some sort. Probably just like
a princess or something.
A lady. You know what? I think you are right.
It's
it
a
is
princess? Okay.
And they're stuck in a thing.
Yeah.
And you don't know why. And there's some crazy stuff that happens every once in a while, and they don't know what's going on.
Right.
And they try to get out.
It's just like one room, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a circular room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, listen, I watched this episode, and I saw the cowboy with his gun. And I thought, he's got one bullet, and he's going to kill himself. And that's how it's going to end.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be real dark.
Yeah.
It was not.
They set up that it only has one bullet.
No, I just made that up.
Oh,
somehow.
you took it from Pirates of the Caribbean,
I guess
did you?
so. I guess so.
Okay.
So, but that's not how it ends. How's it end, Daniel?
They're all toys in a toy box, I believe.
Yeah, circular toy box. I don't know what kind of kid has that, but
I mean, if they're like poor, and
here's a bucket.
They find a bucket.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or maybe it was like a disturbed child and he was trying to drown all of his toys. Or is it a boy child or a girl child?
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Pretty sure it's
Why
a boy.
does he have a princess toy?
Hey,
I guess he is disturbed. And he's trying to drown him, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then does it just end with them being do they like react to the fact that they're toys or?
They figure it out at some point.
Okay.
They
have existential crisis.
Yeah. They look over the edge at one point. They all get up on top of each other. It's real interesting.
Yeah, no, I like that episode a lot because you were saying earlier that you'd never seen anything like Uncle Simon.
Yeah.
Which whatever. But I've never seen anything quite like this. Like,
oh, I'm sorry. Have you never seen Toy Story?
Well, no, but like
Daniel.
No.
Toy Story.
No, like the setup that Toy Story, they know they're toys.
That's true.
And they can get out of things and go do other things. But like we open up and they're just in this thing and they don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
Or how they got there. They don't know each other, if I'm remembering right. So I don't know. Interesting concept. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That my mind thinks it's interesting. Gosh. Okay.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Right on sketch.
Why did you put Oh, I guess it is a question.
It is a question.
Yeah, okay.
The title is a question.
Can anyone guess it? I'll give you 10 seconds because it's at number 10.
Whoa, that's a long time.
While Philip and I
got a drink of water.
Oh, you're going to drink of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mouth's real thirsty.
Yeah, you've been drinking a whole lot today. Is that Lindsay's?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Did you guess it? Well, Philip, what is it?
Will the real Martian please stand up?
Yeah. This episode's awesome.
Now, all I think about is an Eminem song when I hear that. And I very much dislike that that's what I think of.
Okay. What Eminem song?
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Okay.
Please stand up.
Maybe
Please
it was
stand
based
up.
on this episode.
No, well, it's based on that saying for sure.
Will the please so-and-so stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I forget, you've seen this episode or no?
No.
No, you have not.
I did some research on it, but I've never seen it.
So this one's real good. This is a kind of whodunit.
Who's done it?
But it's not, no one committed any murder or anything. They're just, I think they find a spacecraft.
Okay.
And they're like, someone in this diner is an alien.
Oh, but who is it?
Who is it? And there's a bunch of crazy, wacky characters in this diner, Philip.
Oh.
There's an old man that's crazy.
Okay.
Everyone's like, oh, it's got to be him.
It's not.
It's not him. So there does end up being a Martian.
Okay.
In the end. But then there ends up being a Venetian as well.
A what?
Man from Venus.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good old. So like it's two little twists right back to back, Philip.
Wow.
You find out that the one guy's a Martian
Okay.
that you didn't really you didn't expect.
Yeah.
He goes up to the bar after everyone's left, and he's got 3 arms. He does. He's like smoking a pipe, and like a third arm comes out to like light it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the bartender, he lifts up his little hat and he has a third eye.
Ew.
And he's like, well, us people from Venus have been looking at Earth for a long time to colonize. And then he's like, we've overtaken your Martian armada. And then he's like, ha, 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 ha. And it just ends with him laughing and the Martian being scared beyond reasonable belief.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah. Will the real Martian please stand up?
I like it. I'd like to see it.
We'll watch it.
Oof. You ever just get hungry for something?
What are you
That
hungry
story
for?
made me hungry for pretzel with mustard on it.
Why?
I don't know.
Like a soft pretzel?
Yeah, sounds real good.
Oh, why mustard?
I love mustard on pretzels.
Just dip it in nacho cheese sauce.
That's fine.
Yeah, mustard's probably the least best thing ever.
No. I love mustard. It's your turn.
My turn,
Mm-hmm.
number 9.
Yeah.
The dummy. The dummy.
What? What are you calling me?
Calling you the dummy.
Oh,
You've seen this episode more recently than I have, I
I
believe.
have. So it's
what
about
is
an entertainer
Yeah.
who's got a dummy. And I believe what happens is he wants to get rid of the dummy.
For a new one?
Yeah, he wants a new one.
He wants a new highfalutin dummy?
Yeah, he's like, this one's, the strings are bad
Yeah.
or something, you know?
This one scares children.
Yeah.
It's like a ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah. Okay. And he tries to, but the dummy comes back and starts talking to him.
Yeah.
And it's real freaky. Probably the reason why we are afraid of dummies now.
A ventriloquist dummies. Probably. I think a lot of.
Actually, I'm scared of him because of Jeff Dunham.
Oh.
I hate him.
Is he the guy that does the little his little skeleton?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he's funny. He's funny.
He's fine. He's fine.
I think a lot of phobias that people have nowadays probably came from this show.
Give me one more example.
Well, I don't want to spoil some of them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's talk about them as we go.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. Do you remember how this episode ends? Why do I always forget the end?
I think the guy becomes a dummy. Maybe
You might be right.
he or the guy, the actual dummy's like, I'm the reason why we're famous.
Yeah.
He has the 1930s accent, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, you see, I'm the reason why we're famous. And
He's got a list.
he's got a list too. And the guy's like, no, I want this new dummy. And then at the end, I think like the guy still has his hand up the dummy's butt.
Yeah.
But the dummy's kind of controlling the
Oh,
stuff.
I think you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
He
He
just
just wanted a new dummy.
You know what's weird? Like a lot of times, and the way that these episodes end,
Yeah.
the person who gets their comeuppance doesn't always deserve it.
Yeah. It's like real life.
It's like real life. This show is the truest life show that there is. But yeah, that's number 9.
Okay. Number 8.
Number 8.
Night Call.
This is, in my opinion, the scariest episode of this show.
You think so?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't know what the execution's like exactly. But the
That makes it, without knowing that you were talking about like the episode execution, that does sound very scary.
Oh,
just
no,
a lot of
I'm sorry.
executions.
No,
in this
I'm
episode.
sorry. The execution of like the premise. I don't remember if that's super scary, but the premise itself is freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
And it like I watched this when I was little, Philip.
I'd never seen it until much later.
Oh, no, it scared the crap out of me when I was younger.
Yeah. So basically,
We stayed up, me, Lauren, and Dad stayed up
Yeah.
till like 3 a.m. one time to watch this thing because Lauren was like, "Oh, that episode's really good. Let's stay up and watch it." Because they always, what time of year is it that they do the Twilight Zone marathon?
I don't know.
It's either New Year's or like 4th of July or maybe both. I don't remember.
New Year's sounds right.
Okay. And sometimes it goes, until 6 a.m. or whatever. So Lauren was like, "Oh, it's on at 3 a.m. Let's stay up and watch it." We did. And then I had to go watch Avatar Last Airbender afterwards.
to get your mind off of it?
Yeah, to get my mind off of it.
So
It scared me so bad.
basically, it's about an old lady. Mm-hmm. Does it give it any clues?
Yeah, I think because she has like a housekeeper lady.
Oh, yeah. She keeps saying...
I think she's like, ever since your husband's died, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And so
You've been real cranky pants.
Yeah, she's real mean.
Yeah.
And she keeps getting the phone call in the middle of the night. And she tells the housekeeper, like, "I thought we cut the phone lines."
Yeah.
And the housekeeper's like, "I did, you dumb woman." And then it keeps on happening and happening and happening.
Well, and the scary thing is it's a build up. It's there's a progress to it.
Yeah.
The first one is just
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
it's just breathing. And then he keeps saying, and then after that he keeps saying, "Hello?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
And then it just hangs up. Oh, it's giving me chills just thinking about it, Philip. Oh.
Actually, is it that at the beginning of the episode the phone lines go down?
And maybe.
I think that's what happens. There's a storm.
Yeah.
And the phone lines go down, and they're like, "Well, we don't know." Yes, that's exactly what happens.
Okay.
Because it makes the end.
It makes
make
the
sense.
end make sense, yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, "Well, the phone lines are down, so nobody's going to be calling you. Sorry about that."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, that's fine. I'm old cranky lady.
Yeah. I lay in bed.
I
good at bed.
I'm very good at that."
I best at bed.
And so yeah, she keeps getting phone calls when the lines are down. Okay, so the end of it just keeps building and building. You don't know who it is.
Yeah. I don't remember how they get to the point of like, let's go check this out.
I don't think that it's just that the camera pans to it.
No, because they're there, I thought.
No.
I think they go see it. I'm fairly certain.
Really?
Yeah, because the last phone call, she knows it's him.
Yeah, he tells her.
No, I think she must recognize his voice or something.
Oh.
So they go. It's again,
Or maybe she goes to his grave.
just to visit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she goes to her husband's grave, and lo and behold, there's the phone line in the grave.
Yeah.
He's in the grave.
Yeah. Well, obviously she went to see him. I was never disputing that. I just meant I don't remember why she goes to the grave.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to.
I
remember.
thought that it was like nobody's there. You just pans over. There's the grave and the phone line
she's
in
there. She's there. Anyways, go on. The power line. What happens?
It's in the grave.
Yeah, it collapsed and the line fell onto her dead husband's grave,
Yeah.
and he's been calling her from the other side.
What's up, baby? That's the first call.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, "Yo, baby." No, but right before she knows it's him, her last conversation with him, she goes, "Please leave me alone."
Oh yeah.
And then she hangs up, and then after she sees it's him, she goes back to the house, and somehow she gets a hold of him. Either he calls her, or somehow she calls him. And then she's like, "How are you doing?" And he's like, "You told me to leave you alone." And then he hangs up.
Yeah. Man, oh man. Cold-hearted man.
But geez Louise, that episode's freaking scary.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's what nightmares are made of.
Whew. Okay. So what's number 7?
It just gives me chills.
Let's get out of it.
Let's get out of it and go somewhere else for a minute.
Maybe
talk about something else for a minute.
We could do that.
Okay.
All right. Together now. All right, ready?
Yep.
One,
2, 3. Kathy! Look at that.
Wow.
Right on time.
Man, that was so nice of us to finally be nice to her.
Yeah. We finally have been giving her a reasonable salary.
Yeah.
But we give her all pennies.
We do it in all pennies, and then it's like a big sack. So if she ever does anything wrong, we can hit her with it.
Oh, for sure.
But we choose not to at this point.
Because she hasn't really done anything wrong recently.
Not yet. Not yet.
But for real, guys, we're being nice to her because she's probably gonna die soon.
Yeah.
She's pretty old.
Yeah.
So you know what? We thought we'll be good Christians and we'll be nice to her.
That's true.
Even though she's mean to her son Lakem, and Lakem's just the best. We need to have Lakem on the show at some point.
Yeah, at some point. So why did Kathy play the music, Daniel?
Because guys,
Daniel's stretching. He's just trying to
just help us out.
just help us out.
Here's the thing: if you like our show and you listen to it on a fairly regular basis, or even just every once in a while,
Even if never.
and you're not paying us on Patreon, then you're basically stealing from us.
It is stealing.
We'll get the cops involved, and we'll take you to court. So
Ring, 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 ring.
ring ring.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, who is that?
Oh, it's hello, Mr. Cop Man.
Oh, oh,
How's it going? Oh, there's another listener who hasn't paid.
oh.
You found him. Good detective
Good.
work there, Cop Man.
Good. Good Detective Lakem. I'm glad.
Yeah, Detective Lakem. We'll be hearing from you more often, I suppose.
Yeah, because he's hunting those people down that aren't paying on Patreon.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
So let me just list a few names off here.
Okay.
And if your name's said, by the end of the year, you better be paying us. And those people are John Budell,
Okay.
Ben Robbins, Devin and Morgan Del Grasso.
Ooh, two.
Yeah, I got two with that one.
Yeah.
The Roths.
Two again. Three even.
Yeah, Lowen, you hear that? Lauren and Brent.
Oh yeah. Man, what a bunch of cheapskate family we got.
Seth Huson.
Yeah.
Jeremiah and Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name any?
Eric Mormon.
Eric Mormon. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's see. That's our.
Mitchell Wheeler.
My dad.
Yeah.
My mom pays, but my dad doesn't.
But Joe doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey Joe. Just lend us some. Lend us some of that. And that's he does follow us on Instagram and he likes our pictures. And whenever him and your mom do, and whenever I see that, I get happy. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
they're paying attention to us.
That's because if I had social media, they're pretending that I actually am.
That you're the one that has the classic countdown.
Any sort of social media at all.
Well, Joe, Karen, if you ever talk to the Classic Countdown Conversations page, it's me, but that's okay. I like talking to you.
Yeah. So I think that's our whole audience that we know about. Now listen.
Felipe. Although he is Patreon.
He is Patreon.
So he doesn't have to.
So there is one thing that all of the Philippines needs to start paying up. We are ranked number 15 in movies
and TV
podcasts.
That
category, we're ranked number 15 in podcast in Apple.
In all of the Philippines.
So I mean, we're doing pretty good.
So yeah, you Philippines.
Yeah.
Pay up.
Pay it up.
If you guys like us that much, pay up.
Now, how do you pay up?
Through Patreon.
You go to patreon.com/Classic Countdown Conversations and pick a tier. There's $5, $10, $100.
Someone did ask me a question the other day.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay monthly or can you do other forms?
You must pay monthly.
You must pay monthly. Okay.
Now listen, if you're the type of person that says one time only, give us a shout out. I'll send me an email, send Daniel an email.
Yep.
Send us a text if you know us personally. You can send us an email at classiccountdownconversations@gmail.com.
Yep. It's active.
There's also
we get thousands of emails a day.
Every day. But we check them all. And you can also go on the website and click on the contact us.
There you go.
And away it goes, right to me. Daniel doesn't check it.
Yeah. Philip handles all the technical side of things.
Yeah.
And usually I'll be the idea guy.
Yeah. Now listen, we do actually need your money soon because the website's about to renew. It's been almost a year and we need that money. So please, 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 please. We need the money.
Also, if you want that gift that you get this year, better pay up or
Gotta
else
get it this year.
Because literally, once this year is gone, we'll never give that gift out again.
Never again.
Unless, of course, like we get so big that that people are like, release some retro stuff.
Okay, all right.
Then maybe we'll release that gift.
That's like in 50 years from now.
That's well, let's be optimistic and say 50 days. Because remember, you said at the very beginning of this year that you were afraid that our viewership would break the internet.
That's true.
And it's close to happening. It just hasn't happened yet.
That's true. We got it in the Philippines.
It almost broke the internet in the Philippines.
That's right.
So there you go. That's our spiel, our shtick. That's it. That we always do right in the middle of the episodes.
Yeah.
That you can always count on.
Always.
Mitchell one time was like, do you have to do it every episode?
And we did actually not do it one episode.
We did not one episode, but like, geez, Mitchell.
Hey, Mitchell, why don't you just give us some money?
Yeah.
Huh?
Goodness gracious. Mitchell was sad the other day. He texted me. He was like, Philip thinks our childhood was dumb.
Yeah.
And I was like, why you say that? And apparently in our Nickelodeon's cartoons episode, you made fun of the fact that we would trace our superheroes. Mitchell was really down about it.
Hey, Mitchell, we'll talk about it.
You guys talk about it soon, probably in person. But yeah.
And then I'll smack you on the side of the head and tell you what's up. Okay? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Kathy! Man.
Right on it.
Good job.
Thanks, Kathy.
Good job, Kathy. I don't know why we always yell, because she can hear us through the microphones through the other room.
Yeah, but she doesn't know.
She doesn't know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on her phone.
Oh. Okay.
She's got a dumb phone that she texts with, and it takes a really long time. So she's just on it all the time.
I see. She has to like click 4 letters to get
Yeah.
Okay, Philip. Who's next? I think I'm odds. So you just said the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Then here's number 7.
Yeah.
I'll throw it right at you.
Okay.
The monsters are due on Maple Street.
Okay, here it is. I caught it. You threw it and I caught it.
Good job.
Thanks.
Nice little game of catch. Nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun every once in a while.
Yeah. Gotta keep it lighthearted.
Yep.
What's this one about?
This one.
Because I forget it. I forget by the name.
Well, I mean, I literally just told you before we started recording.
Remind me.
But it's like people. I think it's aliens. They start messing around.
Yeah.
I could literally. It's China. It's China.
It's China?
It's China. No, it's commenting on on human nature.
Okay.
Is what this
that
episode's
we
doing.
are evil.
That we're evil, we're greedy, we're cynical, we're quick to point blame.
Yeah.
We're easily paranoid, and we can turn on each other very easily. So aliens start like messing with things in the small town, and the town turns on each other by the end.
Yeah.
Easy story.
And it's a good one?
Yeah, everyone seems to love this one. I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't think you've ever seen it.
I haven't, obviously, because I could not remember it.
But again, doing research, people love it. So we'd include it.
That's awfully nice of us, because normally we don't give a rip about what people think.
No, but like, I feel like even the name is pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Like the monsters are doing Maple Street. I feel like even if you don't know this episode or haven't seen it, you probably have at least heard of that title.
It makes me hungry for maple something.
It always makes me want to be in Canada, that's for sure.
All right. Number 6?
Yeah, there we go. Let's
just get right through it.
Less
all
of
right?
that one. Number 6, what is it?
We're just here for the money, so we got it. We got to that part.
And
done.
I mean, it's a good thing that like we're getting that money.
Yeah, so much.
All
of
that
it.
money.
Yeah.
Or else we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
So, Philip, what's number 6?
To serve man.
Oh my goodness.
No, I like this one.
I do too. What's the famous line from this?
It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook.
Now, I like that the title is it's ironic.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a
a
couple.
pun.
It's a good pun
Yeah.
because they're gonna serve man.
I guess it isn't a pun as much as just wordplay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways.
Well, it's also about you're not serving man. It's like double pun.
I guess so. It's got layers to it.
It's good. It's a good episode title.
Yeah.
I wish our episode titles were that clever, but instead they're just really descriptive.
They're just what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with that. At least lets people know right up front what they're getting into.
Because everything else about the description gives basically nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Our descriptions. There's that one where we just we both typed out a word each.
That was a lot of fun.
It was. I think it was Memorial Day maybe, but oh no, I think we were serious on the Memorial Day one. Anyways, what is this one, Philip? What happens?
It's about aliens who are trying to cook up something.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be man.
Well, they come down. They're like, we want to help you.
Yeah.
Like we have this book. It's called To Serve Man, and we're gonna help you guys expand your horizons as a species.
Yeah.
And then they get like a bunch of them to go into the ship with them.
Yeah. And away they go.
Well, and then the lady, she yells what you said earlier. She says,
It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook, and the music swells. It's like, bow, bow. The guy like tries to get off the ship, but the giant alien, because did the cinematic trickery of making these aliens look big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're in like.
I thought they were real.
Yeah, I know. They're in like Congress or whatever. I don't know.
Robes?
No. They're like having the union. What's that called?
State of the Union?
No.
State of the state. What is that called?
The world.
The Union?
It's where all the heads of the countries get together. Whatever that's called.
What is that called? We need to know that.
We probably should as functional human beings. But this is all staying in, by the way.
No, I'm cutting it out.
No, you're not.
Union.
United Nations.
United Nations.
There we go.
Darn it.
So United Nations. Okay, we actually can't cut that part out. But okay, you want to clap?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. I'm glad that was cut out.
Yeah.
So United Nations, they're like, what should we do with these aliens? And they're all sitting down, and this alien, I know how they did it.
Oh.
They're like
You're
sitting.
so smart.
They're sitting at these desk things, and from the angle, all that they did was raise up the floor, so the alien just looks taller.
Oh.
It's a bad effect.
So really, it looks like he has the longest legs, basically.
Yes, that's it. Well, not even the longest legs, but like the longest shins. But yeah, so the big alien guy's like, no, get in my stomach. And he takes the guy up on the ship, and they cook them.
Tasty.
To serve man.
To serve man.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
I think it's me.
Yeah, it is you.
Because you're evens. All right, top 5, Philip.
Wow.
You ready for these?
I don't know.
I think I'm proud of our top 5.
Okay, me too.
I am very proud.
It's the best episode yet.
Is that the title of this episode now?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll see how it ends. And then I'll decide.
I think it is. Number 5, Eye of the Beholder.
Ah.
What's this one about, Philip?
This one's about, okay, so it's about a lady who, now I'm trying to remember how it works with the camera angles.
She has bandage.
She has bandages?
She has bandages all over
But then
her head.
how, everybody must have masks on? Are they in the medical facility?
Yeah. And they never really get a good shot of their faces.
Yeah. And so they're all talking about how they don't know what's going on with her face.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be...
She's just so ugly.
Yeah. They're basically talking about how ugly she is.
Yeah.
And they keep going and going about it. And then I guess it's for literally 30 minutes. They talk about how ugly she is.
Yeah. She's just like, was the sun out today?
Yeah. She's real...
I missed the sun. And then like behind her back, they're like, gosh, she's ugly. They're like, I seriously think one of them is like, if I had a face like that, I'd never go out in public.
That's true. They do say that.
And it was,
yeah.
And the doctor's like, well, this is the worst case I've ever seen. But yeah.
Yeah. And so eventually she gets her bandages off, and she's totally normal looking.
Well, literally, they're like, now, honey, if it hasn't worked, we'll kill you. Like we can inject lethal serum into you.
I forgot about that. But anyway, so that's not the twist. The twist.
Yeah.
is
So
that,
she looked. What did you say?
normal.
She looks completely normal. Yeah.
Yeah, like us.
Like us. Like a human being.
Yeah. And then they eventually take their masks off, and they're just butt ugly.
Yeah.
They're the butt ugly ones.
They have like pig noses.
Yeah, it's gross.
I mean, like, you can tell it's prosthetics, but good makeup effects.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
for the show.
For $15 they spent.
Yeah, this show is so cheap if you look back at it. But yeah, and then they're like pinning her down. They're like, "We're gonna lethally inject you."
Yeah. And then they start snorting.
They're like, it's like the Pigman episode of Seinfeld. And what a guy comes, right? A real handsome guy.
Another handsome man.
And he's like,
Not today.
Yeah. He comes in, he jumps in with his arms on his side, and he's like, "Get your hands off her."
And then
He's like, "You can come down to Earth where I live."
oh, are they in an alien?
I think so.
Oh.
I think he's like, "You can come down to a safe colony that we have where everyone looks like this." He's like, "It's called Earth." I think it ends where it's like on a different planet, but. Yeah, so this actually has a happy ending at least.
It does. Well, I mean, yes. Yeah. It makes you think.
She gets to live with other ugly people, I guess.
Other ugly people like us.
Like us.
Yeah.
Gosh, they're so ugly. not the normal human beings, but the pig people.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They have like big bags under their eyes.
Yeah, they're like all weird.
This is I remember this episode scared me when I was younger as well. I was eating tacos when I first watched this episode.
Taco sounds good.
It was after a house church at my house. Tacos do sound good.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket.
Goodness.
But yeah. So it has a happy ending. I'm assuming she had to have married that guy.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
I mean, he saved her.
Yeah.
There's no way she didn't marry him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have Beholder.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4, what is it?
Time Enough to Last.
No.
Time Enough at Last. Time at Last?
Time Enough at Last.
Time Enough at Last.
What did you say to begin with?
Time Enough to Last?
Yeah, no. Time Enough at Last.
At Last.
At Last.
At last, my love of books
Will be
the death of me.
pretty much.
So this is about a guy.
The saddest episode.
A very sad episode. I like it though.
Oh, for sure, it's a classic, but it's just depressing. It's almost too depressing for me, and you know how much I like depressing things.
He's got glasses. Mm-hmm. Very iconic glasses. I don't know what makes them. They're stand
real
out
thick,
to me.
really thick glasses that make his eyes look really big.
He probably had headaches the whole time he was filming.
I'm sure he did.
Anyway, so he really loves reading, and he just wants some time to read.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't have the time. He's got a wife, right?
His wife doesn't like him to read.
Yeah.
She's like, kind of like when televisions first came in, they're like, television will rot your brain.
Yeah. Well, it does.
It does. But she was like, don't. She like splashed him with holy water, and she's like, don't you read those books.
Whoa. That doesn't happen.
No, that's just in my mind. That's what happened.
And so he goes to the library at some point, right?
Well, no, he works at a bank.
Okay.
And on his lunch break, he goes into the bank, the vault to read every day at his lunch break because it's the only time he can do it.
I see. And something happens.
While he's in there.
A big explosion.
Yeah, something. It's never really. I guess this is an explosion.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an atomic bomb.
Yeah. No,
Based on the time period, that's my guess. Which would mean that as soon as he exited, he would have died.
oh, yeah. I guess that's true. I guess the ending's not as sad now because he would eventually die of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he gets out and everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead, but guess what he's got?
Well, he's got a gun.
In his book.
Well, he's about to shoot himself
Yeah.
because he sees no end in sight.
Yeah.
But then, oh, look, there's a library right there.
Look at it.
And then what happens?
He sits down and reads. And then he kills himself.
No. Do you remember the end of this episode?
I don't remember exactly how it ends.
Oh, really?
No,
The ending's so sad.
I just know that he sits down.
So he walks over and he sees the library. So he literally stacks up like hundreds of piles of books.
Oh, is he happy?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to read this stack in January. I'm going to read this stack in February.
Oh, and then he realizes no food.
Well, no, he threw away the gun because he was happy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to read the stacks of books, and he trips and his glasses fall and break.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So then he's just sitting there, and it's so sad because he's such an old man, and he's saying, it's not fair.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it ends like that. It's so sad. So he threw away the gun, so he doesn't know where that's at. He can't kill himself.
And he can't find it with his eyeballs.
Yeah, because he's so blind without his glasses, and he can't read.
Oof.
What an ending.
What an ending.
Again, when I was talking about people not deserving the endings to these episodes, this was the one I had in mind.
Well, everybody else died too, though. So the mean wife, she got what she deserved.
Yeah, but I would rather die than be blind and not be able to find a way of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
bad.
Sad episode.
Yeah.
It makes me sad just thinking about it.
All right. What's number 3, Daniel?
Number 3.
Quite the opposite title.
Oh, yeah. It's a Good Life.
It's a Hard Knocks life.
For us.
I don't know what made me do that.
It's a hard knock life for us.
Anyway.
Set of treated, we get tricked. Set of kisses, we get kicked.
Pow.
It's a hard knock life.
Punch, punch.
Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow there'll be sun.
Oh, it's a good life.
It's a good life. So this is the little boy we believe from the earlier episode we mentioned.
He's younger.
He's younger. And this one's creepy. This one's just gets under my skin.
He basically has, is it mind control? Is that what you would say?
I think he's like all powerful.
He is.
Just whatever he thinks he can do.
Yeah. Or the power of persuasion.
No, because he makes things disappear and stuff. Basically, the whole time he's sending things to the cornfield, in quotes, the cornfield, which we don't know what that means or what that is. Unless if it's literally just a cornfield
or it's
in the 5th dimension, or it's death. So he like sends a dog there at one point that's bugging in because it's barking so loudly. Yeah. It's implied that like he's killed off everybody.
Yeah,
except for this small group of people.
And I like that you don't know that at the beginning.
Yeah, I think this one takes place in Ohio as well, if I'm remembering.
It could be. I mean, it's not very descriptive.
Right. I think it takes place in like the farmlands of Ohio.
Yeah. Or Indiana.
I think it's Ohio though. I think they mention it being in Ohio. We'll have to look it up afterwards. But he's all powerful and basically just gets his life. It's a good life for him.
Sure is.
Because he gets his way about everything.
It's basically, I'm sure the episode came about. Parent was like, I freaking hate my kid. He gets everything he wants. He just says it and then he gets it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else was like, we should make an episode.
Probably.
And then they were like, let's make it as creepy as possible.
Yeah, they're like, what happens when he doesn't get the stuff he wants? And the lady was like, he sends people to the cornfield.
Somebody really hated cornfields too.
Oh yeah.
They're like, what's the worst possible thing you could think of? Cornfields? I hate it.
So yeah, this one's real creepy. Just the idea of that. A little boy that can teleport you away.
Yeah.
If you don't stay on his good side. And they like try to kill him at one point at the party at the end. The guy like picks up a fire place.
Oh, and it just like changes into something else, right?
Well, no, the kid never sees that happen.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, because like the one guy that he's turning into like the Jack in the Box. Do you remember that?
Right.
He's like, someone kill him. They're like, you can stop this, please. And then a guy kind of in the corner of the room starts picking up something, but then puts it back down. And then they just have
he doesn't want to disturb him.
Right. So then they just have to live the rest of their life in fear of this kid.
Yep.
So
just like real life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When you have a child.
You just have to live in fear of it.
That's our parenting advice.
Live in fear of your kids, and it'll all turn out right for you.
Give them everything they want.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is Living Doll.
Talking
Tina.
I'm talking Tina.
And anybody that's named Tina, I think of this episode every time I say your name.
Even Tina Wirtz?
Even Tina Wirtz.
Even Tina from Napoleon Dynamite?
Even Tina from anybody named Tina. That's what I said.
So what happens in this one, Philip?
So this one's, if I remember right, it's the dad. The dad, like, okay, no. Mom feels bad for daughter. Mm-hmm. And the daughter wants a doll. A badal.
A badal.
I remember now.
Okay.
The wife and the husband are newly married. Right? He's like a stepdad.
He's a stepdad. You're right.
And he's not a good stepdad.
He's a bit of an angry guy.
Yeah, he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks big time.
Yes.
And he doesn't want to give his stepdaughter a doll, right?
I can't remember if she already has the doll at the beginning when it starts, or if they get her it. I don't remember.
I think the mom gets her the doll.
Okay.
He's like, we don't have that kind of money.
No, maybe.
And which is probably how I'm gonna be.
Well, because then probably.
Because I don't have any Patreon.
No, you kidding me? We have all the Patreon money.
No.
I think he starts like harassing, or not harassing the kid, but like when she pulls the string and it says things,
he gets really angry.
He's like berating the doll.
Oh, he like makes fun of it?
I think so.
Okay. I know he definitely does not like the doll.
He doesn't.
Does not like the doll. And so
then,
he does whatever it takes to get rid of it.
Well, yeah, because then the girl and the mom leave, and then the doll's like, I'm talking Tina, and I don't like you.
Yeah, which is great.
And it escalates from that to it saying, I'm talking Tina, and I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
This was one of the other episodes I was talking about, that fear of dolls. I bet you came from this episode.
Oh, for sure. Maybe.
If not, then this is what this is where it became a mainstream fear.
Yes. Well, and he tries to cut off her head
with the saw thing.
The saw, that doesn't work.
He tries to throw it away.
He tries to burn it.
I
think there's a lot of different things he tries. What does he do? Does he eventually just give up? Is that what happens? And the doll gets to stay with the girl?
Well, no, she kills him.
He dies?
Yeah.
Really?
He hears a noise in the middle of the night, and he's going downstairs to see what it is, and the doll is on the steps, and he trips on her.
Falls down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Breaks his neck. He either dies or he breaks. I think he dies. I think it's implied.
We don't see him go to the hospital.
Right. I think it's just implied that he died. But because she said, "I'm gonna kill you,"
and she's
not a liar.
Yeah, talking Tina's a lot of things, but she's not a liar.
She's like Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then.
In terms of like powerfulness, you got Thanos.
Then talking Tina right afterwards.
And then the little boy.
The
cornfield.
Talking Tina is much more powerful than the little boy. Because here's the thing: if Thanos snapped, little boy gone, talking Tina is still there.
Yeah, that's right.
I think just like the idea of something so innocent saying the words, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's in that voice, too.
Yeah. I'm talking Tina, and I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, geez. That's a good impression, Philip.
I did too much slang in there at the end, but that was fine.
No, it was good. It was good.
I'm gonna kill you. That's what she says. That's what probably the new Twilight Zone. That's probably what it was.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah,
it was probably like, I don't know.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. It was like, what was that guy that does the ventriloquism stuff?
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, it was like his little skeleton thing.
Yeah, probably. Ugh.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Okay. Should we say number 1 together?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Nightmare at 20,000 feet.
The best episode. Hands down.
Hands down the best episode.
And I think about it every time I fly, and it makes me happy.
Oh, see, I think a lot of people who have fear of flying might be scared of this episode. I'm sure there's a lot more other fears to be had up in a plane, but I've never sat at a wing seat before.
Oh, you haven't?
I have. Oh, I've only been on a few planes in my entire life. So I don't know, but this episode is creepy.
It's basically about the Shat.
The Shat. We got the Shat in this episode. William Shatner, for those of you who aren't down with the lingo.
That's right. And he's on an airplane and he keeps seeing something. What's that over there?
Well, he just recovered from a meltdown.
That's true.
A mental meltdown.
Yeah.
So no one's believing him that there's this thing out on the plane.
Yeah. I didn't believe him at first.
Yeah. They call it, I think it's called the Gremlin.
I don't know. Because
that Gremlins, the phrase, I think originated from either, I think World War I.
Oh, like there's gremlins in the plane that are like kind of breaking it.
Yeah, it was like if you had like malfunctions with the plane, then you would refer to it as a gremlin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think this thing's called a gremlin.
Okay.
And it's trying to, I guess, dismantle the plane.
Yeah, it kept breaking stuff.
Yeah. And it keeps seeing him. Yeah. It's kind of, looking back, it's a silly outfit. It looks like you sheared a bunch of sheep and just glued it onto a guy. But he does have creepy face makeup.
He's got a lot. There's some creepiness to it.
He looks a little bit like the pig people from that one episode.
Yeah, it's probably the same mask.
Probably. But he's like walking over like this. Yeah. One time he lifts up the thing.
Yeah, he's right there.
It's right as I gets it.
That's such a good jump scare.
Yeah, I know. And then every time someone looks out the window, it like does a little back jump and like flies off.
That's so good.
And of course, William Shatner's overacting the whole time. It's just like perfect Twilight Zone. Like everything about it. And the music, is creepy and stuff.
How's it end?
You just don't forget all the endings.
I've never remembered an ending, I guess.
He there's a marshal, air marshal, who has a gun.
Okay.
And he, I think the guy's sleeping maybe.
Okay.
And he steals the gun off, goes over, opens up the window, and shoots the thing.
Oh.
But he's like hanging. It's real dramatic. He's hanging out of the plane. He's like,
bang.
And then at the end, the plane is landed, and I think they're taking him to a psych ward.
Oh.
And he gets up, and I think he's talking to the camera, and he's like, "They'll never understand," something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a pan out to the wing of the plane, and it's all mangled up.
Ew.
Like the gremlin was up there tearing up some stuff.
He was there.
He was there.
He's not crazy.
Nope. He was either getting taken to a psych ward or a hospital, or maybe both.
Probably both.
Yeah. So the irony, again.
It's a good one.
All these episodes are ironic at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think a whole lot of people use the word ironic how they should.
Yeah.
Every time I hear someone say ironic, I like have to think about it, and usually it's not
Is
right.
it ironic?
Not really. Irony is when like something's flipped on its head
Yeah.
and like used against it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't use it that way.
Like Daniel sure is funny.
Yeah. Oh man, am I funny? And then like
No, it's not ironic. That's not it.
You didn't let me finish.
Oh.
I was gonna say, like, okay, like irony would be if everyone my whole life told me like, Daniel, you're not funny. Like you suck at jokes.
Yeah. And then you became a comedian.
But I failed at being a comedian.
Well, no, if you just became a comedian, that would be ironic.
No, it wouldn't though be.
If you were, that's irony.
Well, hold on. Let's pick a different scenario. Let's say like I'm deathly afraid of spiders, right?
Okay.
Irony would be like if I died in a pool filled with spiders.
That's true.
That'd be irony. Or like if I'm scared of heights and I end up falling to my death, that's irony.
Yes.
A lot of people don't use it. And it's correct.
It's
terminology.
True. Anyway.
So that's our spooky Twilight Zone episode. The best episode so far.
It's been very good this episode.
I bet it's been a mere 20 minutes.
Nah.
No,
if it was a great episode, this was 45 minutes. Right on the money.
It's not. It's going to be longer than that.
Yeah, for sure.
But do you have something to read for us over there?
I think we got a little segment that I like to call Disappointment.
Yeah.
And let's see what disappoints us today. And it is
Did we get disappointment?
It's that we are disappointed once again that no one has given us another review. Still 15 ratings, still just Corey with the last review written up. But still just 5 out of 5 stars. Nobody's given us a bad review.
That's good.
Waiting for that.
We'll see. What if we never get one?
They'll probably think that we cheated the system.
Probably.
Which we did. We pay everyone to give us ratings.
Okay. Well, you got something going on in like 10 minutes.
I do.
And I'm going to some spooky stuff tonight because it's October and I got to do some haunted stuff.
You're a real spooker.
So stay tuned next week when we continue with our October Fear Fest lineup of episodes.
And get excited about season 2. It's
coming. For real. Season 2 is going to be baller.
Yeah. Little did you know that this was almost the end of season 1.
Yeah, you guys probably thought this was like season 4 or something.
Yeah,
nope,
nah.
It's season 1.
Yeah.
We're doing 50 episodes a season, baby.
That's right. Baby.
And this is episode 47, baby.
That's right. So we only got, I can't count 2 more episodes.
3. This is 47, so I have 48, 49, 50.
So 50 is part of season 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
51. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, keep in tune. Keep in touch.
Keep in tune with us while we tune in to the podcast minds. Yep. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
See ya.
Hey, wait, hold on. You gotta say what did I always try to get you to say earlier?
There's nothing for me to say.
No, I always stay foxy. Stay foxy.
Nope.
Please.
No.
Why don't you ever want to say that? I think that needs to be our send off every week. You say stay foxy. Instead of rubbing your mustache all over the microphone, I think you need to say stay foxy, my friends.
No.
I'm Philip J. Osterday. Stay foxy.
I'm leaving.
Philip.
Turning the recording off.
Philip. Why do you suck so bad?